Beau, any chance you're going to play?
Straight off the bat, I don't know, mate. We obviously got a training today, main training tomorrow, and Christmas Day festivities, and we'll see how the boys go. But obviously we've already got an all-rounder, and he's still in that spot, and I'm just here to cover him.
Is it exciting, or is it apprehensive when you're in, added to the squad and back in, you're not sure necessarily what will happen?
No, it's definitely exciting. It's a great group to be a part of. I'm really enjoying the last couple of weeks, albeit been in and out on a plane to play some BBL cricket, but I'm really excited to be back here for the Boxing Day test and prep as if I will play. And once the coin goes up, we'll see what happens there, whether I travel back and play with the Stars or stay here and help the guys out. But no, it's definitely exciting. Great group to be around, really enjoyable.
Beau, do you know when you find out? Have you got any indication on that?
I imagine they'll announce the team probably Christmas Day or after our Christmas Eve session. I imagine. I'm not too sure.
How are you going adjusting? I know you haven't played, but adjusting from red ball nets to BBL playing?
Yeah, it can be tricky, no doubt. I think the travel's part of it. Obviously jumped on a plane late in Brisbane to get to Perth and play there, and then back to Melbourne game and then to Adelaide. So the travel's one thing, getting the body clock right from BBL when you're sort of going to bed at 1 and 2 a.m. and sleeping in plenty, to then back into red ball cricket where you start at 10 o'clock. So getting adjusted there, but it's part and parcel of the game these days, and I think I'll have it for the next 2 weeks as well. So just something I've got to get used to and try and prepare as best I can in both formats.
Method-wise, you trust what you've been doing to be able to sleep in now?
Yeah, I think so. It's I think I've got a lot of qualities in red ball that transfer pretty easily across the T20 cricket with both bat and ball. So it's not too hard from a physical sense. It's just getting the body clock right and staying sharp mentally, I suppose. If a chance was to arise, I'd like to jump at it and grab with both hands.
How do you prepare yourself though mentally when you sort of stand here and look around the MCG? Do you sort of let your mind drift to what it could be like on the morning of day one?
Definitely a little bit. Yeah, obviously sold out MCG, and I've played some big crowds here at BBL, but I don't think it'll be compared to anything Boxing Day. Day 1 and 2 is obviously sold out. So I do let my mind wander, and it's exciting, but at the same time I'm realistic and just trying to do what I can to give myself the best chance if I do get a tap on the shoulder and the honour of playing.
What's the biggest adjustment? Just asking how he's going.
Sorry.
Texting Mitch, just asking.
No, he's a great bloke, Mitch, and he's a fantastic cricketer and had some success in all formats. So as I said before, I'm just here to cover the big fella in case something goes wrong. But as it stands here, he's our number one all-rounder.
How do you look at choosing to bowl a bit more the same up stuff a few years ago, and I suppose whether that's led you to getting closer to national selection?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the better decisions I've ever made. I don't think I'd be standing here if I was still wheeling out the off spinners. But no, it's part of my game that I'm really proud of to develop in the last 4 years. It's taken a lot of hard work early doors from being sore at the start and trying to get my body used to bowling a few overs here and there, and then bowling lots and lots of Tasmania now, and it feels like it's as important as my batting game. And I think they go hand in hand. If you're struggling with the bat, you can still contribute with the ball, and vice versa. So it's a massive part of my game, one that I'm really proud that I developed, and still got a long way to go, no doubt, being fresh in the fast bowling department. But it's been a great journey over the last 4 years, and something I'll continue to work on and get better.
Was it your idea, or did you have some discussions about, you're pretty tall, maybe if I tried the long run?
Yeah, definitely a little bit of that. It was more so the need for an all-rounder down in Tasmania. We sort of didn't have one after Luke Butterworth and James Faulkner sort of finished up. We were crying out for an all-rounder, and I was floating around the batting order and settled at number 6. And if I could wheel out some medium paces, it was greatly enhance our team and give us the ability to play a full-time spinner, which we never used to do down in Bellerive after Xavier Doherty. So it was a combination of those things, and also that I felt like I could definitely contribute and impact games with the ball. And once I did give it a proper crack through COVID there, and with Adam Griffith on some technical stuff, it really helped, and it's sort of just taken off from there. And bowled a lot in England last year, and lots in Shield cricket the last couple of years, and it's I'm happy with them.
And what's the most sort of overs you can bowl in a day? Like what's the load you're kind of used to?
Oh, I've bowled anywhere from 25 to in a day to 40 plus in a game. I don't think my body's restricted me in any way. Touch wood so far in the fast bowling department. I don't exactly hit the crease as hard as some of the big fast bowlers, but I can bowl long spells, and I have done for Tasmania. So it's it's one thing that I'll be looking to improve definitely as fast bowling, and you know, if they're ever required for the national team, I'll be more than happy to take it up.
Oh, you've done that this year. Like in your time with the squad here, have the coaches said you need to do anything different to play Test cricket, or did you get a chance?
No, not really anything different. It's just a matter of keep doing what I've been doing. Like you said, I've had a really good 2 to 3 years, and feel like I've got a routine and a prep down pat now for both bat and ball, and you know, that doesn't change whether I go through a couple of failures or have a tough day with the ball. I think I'm really well prepared in both departments, and you know, it's one of those things now where you play a lot of cricket, you sort of get to know yourself a bit more, and I'm 31 now and played a lot of cricket here and in England, and you know, I'll continue to do so. I love playing, I love learning, and like I said before with the medium paces, I'm still learning as much as I can there, and being around these sort of guys who are some of the best fast bowlers you know, the country's ever seen. It's a real learning curve, and one that I'm really tapping into.
And if you did miss out here in Sydney, is that Sri Lanka tour something that you're pretty keen on? And if so, is the off-spin something that might come back into contention?
Yeah, I'd have to definitely have a chat to Bales and the selectors, but it's, you know, once you're in this environment, you get a real hunger to stay around. It's like I said, it's a great group, a very enjoyable one, and you know, once I've been in the change rooms and rubbing shoulders with these guys, I don't want to leave. So yeah, Sri Lanka definitely on the cards. I'd love to see myself there. I'm not sure what the selectors are thinking there in terms of, you know, we know the wickets are going to spin and who we take there, but you know, just as I'm happy to wheel out medium paces for the country, I'll be more than happy to do a job with off spin as well, and I'll still bowl them in shield cricket here and there when required, if there's a couple of left-handers on strike or there's a wicket that's offering some spin, so they're definitely still there.
Still working on the nets?
Not as much as the medium pace. Obviously, with the loads and things these days, you need to stay on top of. But you know, like if there is a chance I'm going to bowl them in a shield game, like I have done previously, I'll definitely work on them in the lead up.
Beau, with the bat and with the ball, we have seen you done well. You did really well in the domestic season as well. But if I have to ask you, what are your strengths, biggest strengths in your game with the bat, with the ball? What would you say?
Yeah, I think in the last 2 to 3 years, I've batted number 6 for Tasmania in shield cricket and come in and done a counter punching sort of role. I think you know, down there our wicket offers quite a bit of seam movement, and we can be in trouble early, and to be able to counter punch our way out of that and get us to a total that our quicks can bowl out, I think it's definitely one of my strengths. With the bat and with the ball, I'd just say a bit of consistency. You know, nothing. You know, to rewrite the bowling code. I mean, trying to hit the top of off stump and try and run the ball back into the right handers. And if there's a bit of swing on offer, I feel like I can take that as well. So definitely not you know, changing anything there, but it's just those simple things done over and over again, I think, is my strength.
Counter punching is something which even Mitch Marshall talked about, that, you know, why wait for the inevitable, that good ball which takes your wicket. Do you think that's the way the newer generation, you have also played a lot of domestic cricket, but the newer generation guys are more believing in counter punching than rather waiting the playing game and waiting for that delivery to score runs?
Yeah, I think certainly here in Australia, where we see a lot of seam movement, we've seen it this whole test, there's been plenty on offer for the quicks, and you know, if you're standing there and not looking to score, I feel like it can be a bit of a sitting duck, and especially if it's one of your strengths, like we've seen with Travis Head. He's obviously a free-flowing player, and he's made the most of it and tried to hit these, you know, these experienced Indian bowlers off their length, and he's done it brilliantly. It's definitely one of those things down the order at 5 to sort of 7 that you have to sort of have in your game. I think you want to be trying to move the game on, and everybody's looking to win the game, and you know, if you can counter punch a quick 50 or 100, we can see how that goes in terms of winning a test.